everybody. Today we are going to be making a paper plate bowl or vase. So the first thing you're going to want to do is put your plate front side down on your work surface. You might want to cover your work surface if it's not something that you can easily wipe clean. And you're going to use the paint that's in your kit to paint any sort of design you want on the back of your plate. Plate how you want it, just leave it to dry. Okay, so the paint has dried on our plate, and then I have marked the center of the plate. Your plate will have a mark in the center. If you paint it over it, you can figure it out by using a ruler. They're 10-inch plates, so you're going to find 5 inches in the middle. And I marked a cross, which is kind of hard to see, but it's in pencil, across the plate, and I'm going to cut it into fourths. But I'm not going to cut all the way to the center because I want to have a base for my plate. And depending on how big you want your base to be, that's how far you're going to cut in. If you want a wider bowl, you're going to cut in further. Or, excuse me, if you want a wider bowl, you're going to cut in not as far. If you want a narrower, taller bowl, you're going to cut in further. And a ruler can be helpful in this too. You want to see how far you've cut. So I'm going to grab my ruler and just see how much I've left here. So it looks like I left about 2 inches, about 2 inches. Oh, we're pretty good. And on this side, I could cut maybe a little bit further. Okay, so now we've got it cut into quarters. We're going to cut these again in half. So you can measure it and then draw a line if you want, or you can eyeball it. I'm just going to trust myself to eyeball it. And again, you're going to try to cut about the same distance in. Now you can be done here if you want to be. If you want to cut further, you can. But our next step is going to be using a stapler. I'm going to cut these in half again. I think that's going to make my job a little bit easier for making this bowl because of the size of the plate. So the next thing we're going to do is kind of bend these up over together and staple. And if you're not comfortable with a stapler, you can always ask a grown-up for some help. But you're going to overlap them a little bit and then staple it together. And as we do this, it's going to start shaping our bowl. Shape it a little more if you want to, but in the end you have a beautiful bowl. You can use it to store things, no water obviously, but you could put flowers in there, little trinkets, whatever you would like. And then I do still have some pencil lines on here, so if you have some pencil lines on from finding the center and putting a cross on, you can erase those.